pay to the big banks back in January to help them meet these cash reserve requirements. The loans were made on.
They are restricting my breathing. I'm finding it hard to catch a breath. They stuck another line down my throat into my body. I can't get it out. It's going into my tongue. I look like shit. And that's because I'm under constant 24-hour torment and torture by the police. They are fucking with my biofield. And it feels like something is in my throat, down my esophagus, and into my stomach. On Sunday, what would it have been? Like the 28th, 29th, the 30th? They tortured me all day. They're doing it right now. But there's something that's down my throat that's electromagnetic in nature. That's attached to my biofield. I have something physically attached to my spine that's electromagnetic. I got these lines that hang above my head. There's 1, 2, 3. I think there's 3 or 5, one or the other. But I can feel it. It's cloaked. It's going right down into my esophagus and down into my stomach, and it's inflating my stomach. So it feels like my stomach wants to burst. Because they have it going into me. And it's very uncomfortable. It's painful. And now it's hard to breathe. This is pure torture by the police. They are the landlords to this building. I am being watched 24 hours a day, being tortured with these lines that they keep sticking me with. And knowing that I have lines that hang out of my fingertips, and which at the end of them have sharp fucking needles that are going to be pulled back into my body, is a really shitty thing to know. What's even shittier is no one believes me. But I am describing everything that's happening to me. It's real. I know exactly what's going on. I know exactly who's doing it. I call for 911 and I accuse the police of fucking torturing me. And nobody's taking any statements. I have been blackballed and blacklisted by the fucking police. I have essentially been stripped of all my rights. And I've been being tortured. I'm getting tortured. I'm getting hurt by the police. By people working for the police. They are doing this to other people in this building. I find that there's a number of us that start screaming and yelling frequently. There's a number of us that do it. And that's because they're torturing people with this technology. They're torturing people using their biofields. Biometric data, that's what they keep collecting off of your phones. Which tells me that every single phone can read your fucking mind. The neural monitoring technology is embedded in all the cell phones. This ties into COVID. And this all started with COVID with me. Eight attempts on my life. 8 times. They've tried to kill me 8 separate times. The worst part is surviving kidnapping attempts. Surviving being stuffed in a dump truck. Being able to walk through a Mr. Big Show at my work. Being able to get up after getting hit in the head. They've scarred me. These fucking pigs. These dirty fucking pigs. Who let it know that they can move these fucking lines under my skin, which they do, leading me to fucking itch everywhere all the time because of how many lines I have going through me. Makes me itch everywhere because they keep poking me with these lines too. I keep getting poked with more of these silk threads. They keep poking me with them. They keep adding more and more and more and more. Like I have like dozens and dozens that are just hanging off of me. That are all fucking cloaked. So you can't see it, therefore you can't believe it, right? Even though I'm trying to describe to you everything that I'm going through. This is how the government is killing people and getting away with it. These things, these lines are passing through my lungs, my heart, my brain. And they're going to pull this back. And these needles are going to go through my body. Because at the end of them are all these little needle heads. So I'm being killed by the police. It's just a matter of when now. And all they seem to do is just make it really hard for me to exist.
Stop hanging my purse up. Stop.
We're all connected to these things that I believe are meant to stop our hearts. We all just die of heart failure. I've seen entire units get tossed in this building. This is essentially a death factory, 1011 Lansdowne. They lure people to their deaths here. And they torture them. They enjoy it. They love to watch me at all times. They love to fucking torture me at all times. I'm in constant fucking pain now. So it's going to be a slow, agonizing death for me, I guess. Done by some very corrupt police officers. Unbelievable. It's unbelievable the amount of resources that they're jumping into me. And it leads me to believe that they're doing this on a massive scale. That I am by far not alone in this. Even though it's very personal, having people sit in your head all goddamn day, watching everything you think, seeing through your eyes, watching with advanced technology that's over there in the other building. There's a huge operation going on here. I'm a part of it. I don't think I was supposed to figure it out. I'm supposed to be oblivious and still thinking that this is all the mafia that's doing this to me. But I know damn well it's the police. I don't know how to fight back. I'm entirely powerless to fight back. I can't pull this stuff out of my body as much as I want to. As much as I can grab it and pull on it and have it pull out just for it to go right back in. So I have multiple lines going through into my mouth. And like, it's like that thick. It's actually like, yeah, about that big going into my stomach. They can electrify this fishing line, these cloaked lines, I call them. So it's fucking rough. It definitely makes me feel miserable. And that's what they're doing. They're making sure that I'm just miserable at all times. I have to suffer before I die. And not only that, but like, the stuff that's gonna kill me is probably gonna kill Ayriel and my cat too. Because they're connected to the same stuff. Hers is coming out of her ear. I've got them all over. Can you ash that, please? And can you hand it over? They're in other units. They're like above me and below me. They work in other units. They work in units in that building too. I know intimately how they operate. Because they brought me into their world. Where it just looks like they're just walking by. It's pretty impressive. It's pretty impressive what they can do. So they're torturing me and getting away with it, right? It's mostly one family that's doing all this to me. They're Portuguese. Those are different types of people, that's for sure. They're colonialists, definitely. And it ties right into this Christian conspiracy that they're trying to take over the states. They banned abortion. They're trying to claw everything back. They're trying to bring everything back to the good old days. Techno-feudalism at its finest. I'm too poor to afford a lawyer, to pay for a lawyer. I gotta file my claim myself. But they'll probably kill me before that ever happens. Because all they need to do is pull all this stuff back out of me. And I'm going to be in agony with it all throughout my body. The police have targeted my family, my entire fucking family. My brother's going through the exact same thing in a different province, which tells me this is systemic. The police are really something else. And let me tell you this, they don't fucking care about each other. They'll read your mind, they'll figure you out without you ever noticing they were even there. With their neural surveillance, they'll just sit in your head for a bit. Convenient for them, they set me up in 317. 317 is nothing but a torture chamber. I feel like I'm under a microscope in here because of how watched I'm being. Like how not only that, but like how many people are actually watching me, which is a ridiculous amount. Fucking can't fucking breathe. The water tastes different now. A couple days ago, the water started to taste drastically different. So they're probably poisoning me through the water now. Who knows? I get hot water through my cold water tap, which is really weird. I get that from time to time. Just these minor alterations that they made can make your life that much more difficult. And that's what they're doing. They're making my life as difficult as possible. They've made it impossible for me to even be able to reach out for any help. And not only that, there's no help. There's no help out there. Like there's no one you can really turn to when it comes to dealing with this type of police corruption. Where they watch you 24 hours a day. They fuck with you 24 hours a day. They attach stuff to my fucking spine. They did something to my brain. They did something to my brain, and I don't like that. I don't like what they did to my brain. It wasn't painful, but it was this zappy feeling that started in the back of my head, from my spine, and worked its way I can't even begin to describe the zappiness that I was feeling. All in my brain. It was just like it mapped like the circuitry of my brain or something. Which is the battleground. Like this is what I'm fighting. Like it's I'm fighting for my own fucking brain here. Because they've taken it and they've watching it. They're keeping me under neural surveillance 24 hours. No matter where I go, they're always gonna be there. Fuck these guys. They're really making my head hurt. So they've been getting more and more brazen, I would like to think, when it comes to hurting me on camera. They don't care. These people have been watching me like this for 5 years now. The police know me very, very well. And when I call 911 for help, I don't get no help. Housing Link and Mainstay is a police front. They own this building and they are doing this to other people. I would go as far as to say they are killing people. Like they're going to kill me. It's really fucked up thinking like that. It's really fucked up. That's how they are. It's really fucked up on what I'm going through. Ugh, they won't stop fucking hurting me. It's another day of misery, I guess. All day on Sunday. All day they spent torturing. Zapping me, zapping me, zapping me. I was screaming for my fucking life. They even tortured me in the hospital. They bring me to the psych ward and I'm being tortured in the psych ward. And then they just fucking give me a shot in my arm. I don't know what the fuck they gave me. Knocked me the fuck out, but I was still getting tortured. They tortured me until I passed out. They have done this a couple of times to me now. What they're able to do with your biofield is amazing. The neural monitoring is all done on a certain frequency, on a very special frequency, which I believe ties into 5G. I think this is why we need the 5G aspect. It's for the neural monitoring. So we have technology that can literally read your mind and you're not even aware of it. And law enforcement have tools for this that they can use against you. Oh, fucking hell, man. I can't breathe. And this thing is like, they keep inflating it. They can make this rock hard if they wanted, but right now it's squishy and stretchy. It feels like they're gonna fucking blow up my stomach. Here, what? Jesus Christ. They're just showering us with drugs. I haven't paid rent in 2 months now. Because I want to take them to court. I want to take this to the landlord tenant board. Housing Link may say, that's all police shit right there. You're violating my tenant rights as we speak. It's in my sinuses. I can feel it all right here. Like, they have it up my nostrils. They have it going into my sinuses. Like, it's fucked on how violated I am with my bodily autonomy. And how they keep violating my bodily autonomy. They can torture people without even them knowing it. And that's because they are using military grade technology. I don't know if they can, how they do it, but I truly believe they are neurally surveilling everybody in this building. I believe they can neurally surveil everyone, anybody, as they choose who they wish, as whoever they want. And this is why they send all their police to Israel. Israel ties into this. It's really weird what's going on in Palestine right now. It has a direct impact on my life. The techniques, the psychological, the psyops, the fucking psychological operation they're running on me right now was probably developed by Israelis. Trained by Israelis. And all they're doing is exporting corruption to governments all across the world. It's allowing the police to weaponize neural monitoring technology, AI technology. Your phone's compromised, all your passwords don't even matter. There's a backdoor to everything with these phones now. And they're meant just to nearly surveil us and feed us ads. As they sell our biometric data. And this is what they're capable of doing. They're capable of hurting people and getting away with it. They're capable of murdering people and getting away with it. Like, how many disappearances are they responsible for? Seeing as I'm supposed to be in the landfill. I can't get it out. Like, no matter what, I can pull on it. After a certain point, it does feel like it does come out, but it just works its way back Like it just goes right back into whatever form this is. It's really stretchy. And it's anchored to my face. It's anchored to my face. So I can grab it. Like I got a hold of it. So there's a line that's going right there. Yeah. See, this one goes over me. This is the one that hangs over me at all times. If I pull this one forward enough, ow, 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 I can feel it in my spine. I can fucking feel it in my spine. I pull down on this because it's stretchy. You just keep pulling on it. I can feel it halfway up my back in my spine. I got another one here and another one here. So right now I have 3 different lines in my hand. And they're all fucking very sharp at the end. I'm gonna die excruciating death. I'm gonna die a horrible, horrible death. And this technology makes it look like you just had heart failure. So all these people dying of heart failure are probably getting killed by the police. How many people are dying in this building every fucking year? And they dispense medication. They're supposed to be trusted. And yet this is what they're doing to me. I would not like it if I had to depend on them to dispense my medication because they would be fucking with me. They came in here while I was gone and I immediately changed the locks. They know I changed it. Nothing's being done about it. Nothing's being said. Nothing's being said. Same thing with me not paying rent. Nothing's being said. It's gonna hit me all at once. They're probably gonna try and kick me out. And they can. They can do whatever the fuck they want by the looks of it. They're not held accountable to anything. Fuck, they got me hired. And they pulled a Mr. Big Show to make me quit. So I wouldn't get EI. And before that, they did this to me while I was at 900 Bay working on a government building. I'm supposed to be buried under 900 Bay Street. These guys are a joke. Seriously though, they'll invade your space like you wouldn't believe, and you don't even know it. It's so fucked up. It's so fucked up that what they're doing to the homeless population. Fuck the Great Reset agenda, fuck. This dependency on technology is completely disconnecting us from this planet. And we no longer know what it's like to be human because of our technology, because of our cell phones. And all we are are just little brains for the government to fuck with as they so choose, as they so please. Like, they've made my life a living hell for the last 5 fucking years now. They don't stop. It's 24 hours, 7 days a week. Fuck you, pig. Oh, get this. This stuff makes your nails grow really fast, and it makes my cat's nails grow bigger because it's coming out of her paws, and where it comes out of her paws, her nails are growing faster and larger and bigger. God damn it, they're making it so hard for me to breathe. And this fucking water tastes so fucking off. Seems a little cold out. So we're gonna go on an adventure. Because, actually, they're like, you would never suspect these people to be police, ever. A lot of the men, though, yeah, it's pretty obvious. I'm surrounded by people that look like they play football on a regular basis. I'm just surrounded by these fucking fit, huge men all the time. Like, that's not police gang stuff. Fuck. Fucking pigs, man. My poor cat. They connected my poor cat for some reason. They keep telling me that they gotta kill everything I've ever touched. They gotta kill them. So my friends, my family, they're all fucking targeted. They all seem to be targeted by the police that are running this fucking crazy conspiracy fucking operation on a massive fucking scale. Justified under behavior modification. Yeah, see, they're telling me I'm never making it out of this building. They're playing with it. They can squiggle it up, and I believe they're fucking with the cat too. She's really uncomfortable. But her nails in her back paws grow larger than the rest of her nails, and that's because they have these stretchy things fucking make your nails grow faster. So yeah. Why the fuck would they connect my cat? I feel like Ayriel and I are, well, we're all gonna die together. Or very shortly apart from each other. I don't know if they're gonna kill me first or last. I don't know if they're gonna kill everybody I love first and then me. Because they really do seem to be like capable of doing that. It sucks. But I made it another day. You gotta thank the creator for it.